Welcome to our channel, where we delve into life's profound questions and seek guidance through a biblical lens. Today, we're exploring an essential topic for married men and those aspiring to marriage: 5 ways you're not being a biblical husband. This video aims to shine a light on common areas where we might stray from the path God has outlined for us in marriage, offering a blend of reflection, insight, and actionable steps to realign with those principles. Marriage, as depicted in the Bible, is more than a mere contract between two people. It's a covenant that mirrors the relationship between Christ and the church. Understanding and applying biblical principles within this sacred union can transform our families, providing a foundation of love, respect, and mutual growth. However, amidst life's hustle or misunderstandings of Scripture, it's easy to overlook or misinterpret these guidelines. In this journey today, we'll uncover the pitfalls that can lead us away from being the husband God calls us to be. By acknowledging these areas and striving towards change, we can foster a stronger, more loving marriage that stands the test of time and reflects God's love to the world around us. Let's dive in, seeking not just to hear, but to apply these biblical truths in our lives. The first way you aren't being a biblical husband is because you are showing a lack of leadership. In the biblical framework of marriage, leadership is not about wielding power or authority over one's spouse, but about serving and loving one's family as Christ loves the church. Ephesians 5:23 outlines the role of the husband as the head of the wife, mirroring Christ's relationship with the church. This form of leadership calls for a balance of strength and sensitivity, guiding the family with wisdom and understanding rather than dictating or dominating. However, many men fall into the traps of passivity, indecision, and neglecting spiritual leadership within their homes. Passivity can leave a family directionless, while indecision can lead to a lack of trust and security. Neglecting spiritual leadership, meanwhile, can starve a family of its moral and spiritual foundation, crucial for navigating life's challenges. These pitfalls not only undermine the husband's role, but also impede the family's overall spiritual and emotional growth. To embrace biblical leadership, husbands are encouraged to take initiative in both practical and spiritual matters, leading with love and humility. This involves actively participating in decision-making, being present and attentive to the family's needs, and fostering an environment where spiritual growth is nurtured through prayer, scripture study, and church involvement. Leading by example, with a servant heart and a listening ear, can transform the dynamics of a marriage, aligning it more closely with God's design for a harmonious, loving partnership. The second way you aren't showing God that you're a biblical husband is with a failure to love unconditionally. Ephesians 5:25 implores husbands to love their wives as Christ loved the church, sacrificially and unconditionally. This divine standard sets a high bar, challenging men to extend love that goes beyond feelings, circumstances, or the actions of their spouse. It's a love marked by selflessness, patience, and forgiveness, mirroring the boundless and unwavering love Christ has for us. Yet, in the hustle of daily life and the complexities of human emotions, husbands can inadvertently slip into patterns of conditional love, where affection and respect become contingent on their spouse's behavior or the fulfillment of expectations. Common missteps include failing to demonstrate love through consistent actions and allowing emotional detachment to create distance in the relationship. These behaviors can erode the trust and intimacy that are foundational to a strong, loving marriage. When love is conditional, it can lead to cycles of resentment and disconnection, pulling spouses further apart instead of binding them together in the face of life's challenges. To cultivate a love that reflects Christ's love for the church, husbands are encouraged to practice intentional acts of kindness and affirmation, focusing on the needs and well-being of their spouse above their own. This might involve regular expressions of appreciation, both in words and deeds, actively listening and responding to their partner's emotional needs, and making a daily commitment to be present, both physically and emotionally. Unconditional love is not just a feeling, but a series of deliberate choices and actions that reinforce the bond of marriage, fostering a deeper connection that can withstand the tests of time. The third way you are not being a biblical husband is by not being a partner in growth. Ecclesiastes 4:9-12 highlights the beauty and strength found in partnership, particularly within marriage, where two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. This passage underscores the significance of mutual support in spiritual, emotional, and personal growth, suggesting that marriage is not just a union of lives, but a partnership in becoming the fullest versions of oneself. In this divine collaboration, each spouse is called to be both a pillar of support and an active participant in the shared journey of growth, embodying the principle that together they can face any challenge more effectively than alone. However, husbands can sometimes fall short in this area by neglecting their own spiritual disciplines, failing to support their wife's personal and spiritual growth, or allowing poor communication to hinder their collective progress. Ignoring these aspects of growth can lead to a stagnant relationship where instead of flourishing together, both individuals feel stifled and disconnected, unable to reach their full potential either individually or as a couple. To foster a partnership that thrives on growth, husbands are encouraged to initiate and participate in shared spiritual practices like prayer and Bible study, actively support and celebrate their wife's achievements and aspirations, and cultivate open, honest communication, encouraging each other's goals and dreams while also offering a space for vulnerability can strengthen the bonds of marriage. By committing to grow together, both spiritually and personally, couples can navigate life's ups and downs with resilience, deepening their connection and love for one another. From each other. The next way you show God that you are not a biblical husband is through neglecting your responsibilities. The Bible speaks clearly about the importance of fulfilling one's duties within the family structure, with 1 Timothy 5:8 emphasizing the significance of providing for one's household as a fundamental expression of faith and love. This scripture points to the responsibility of ensuring the physical, emotional, and spiritual welfare of the family, highlighting the role of the husband not just as a provider but as a protector and caretaker of his family's needs. However, when these responsibilities are neglected, whether through avoidance of household chores, financial irresponsibility, or failing to be a positive role model, the foundation of the family can become weakened, leading to discord and dissatisfaction. Common pitfalls such as shirking daily tasks, mishandling finances, or not exemplifying virtues like integrity, honesty, and kindness can have profound impacts on the family's well-being and the marital relationship. These behaviors not only burden one's spouse, but also set a poor example for children, undermining the values and stability that provide a sense of security and belonging within the family unit. To address these challenges, adopting a proactive approach to sharing household responsibilities, practicing sound financial management, and embodying the qualities one hopes to instill in their children is crucial. Planning for the family's future, engaging in open discussions about finances, and setting goals together can foster a sense of teamwork and mutual respect. Moreover, being accountable for one's actions and decisions, and striving to be a role model in every aspect of life, reinforces the biblical principle of stewardship and love, ensuring that the family thrives under the guidance and care of a responsible and committed husband. The final way you are not being a biblical husband is failing to resolve conflict biblically. The biblical approach to resolving conflicts, as outlined in Matthew 18:15-17, emphasizes direct, compassionate communication and the pursuit of forgiveness and reconciliation. This passage encourages individuals to address grievances privately and respectfully, seeking to restore relationships rather than exacerbate tensions. However, pride, a failure to listen, and harboring resentment can significantly impede this process. Pride can prevent individuals from acknowledging their mistakes or considering their partner's perspective, while not listening may lead to misunderstandings and emotional distance. Resentment, when left unchecked, can erode love and respect, turning minor disagreements into insurmountable barriers to peace and harmony within the marriage. Overcoming these pitfalls requires humility, patience, and a genuine commitment to understanding and forgiveness. Humility allows individuals to recognize and admit their faults, paving the way for sincere apologies and making amends. Active listening, where each partner makes a concerted effort to hear and understand the other's viewpoint, fosters empathy and facilitates compromise. This approach underscores the importance of seeing conflicts not as battles to be won, but as opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. Adopting biblical methods for conflict resolution involves seeking forgiveness from each other and God, striving towards reconciliation with a spirit of love and forgiveness. It entails praying together for guidance, wisdom, and the strength to forgive, as well as setting aside time to discuss issues openly and honestly without judgment or defensiveness. By embracing these principles, couples can navigate disputes with grace, working towards a resolution that strengthens their bond and honors their commitment to each other and their faith. As we conclude our exploration of the ways we might not be fulfilling our roles as biblical husbands, let's take this opportunity to reflect deeply on our own marriages. Consider the areas where you excel and those where there's room for improvement. Remember, growth begins with acknowledgement and is nurtured through intentional, daily actions rooted in love, humility, and a commitment to embodying Christ's example in our families. Each step taken towards being a more present, loving, and responsible husband not only strengthens our marriages, but also deepens our relationship with God. We invite you to share your own experiences and insights in the comments below. Your journey, challenges, and successes can inspire and encourage others who are striving to grow in their roles as husbands. Whether you're just beginning to contemplate these principles, or you've been walking this path for years, your story has the power to make a difference. If you found this video helpful and would like to see more content that aims to inspire and guide through the lens of faith, please subscribe to our channel and share this video with others who might benefit. Together, let's build a community dedicated to supporting each other in our journeys towards becoming the husbands and leaders God calls us to be. Keep seeking, keep growing, and until next time, stay connected.